We see a deadly virus spreading across the world. Anyone who comes into contact with it turns into a zombie in just 12 seconds. Now thousands of infected people start climbing over a massive wall. They enter the city and attack everyone in their path. Chaos spreads everywhere. People run in fear, but there is nowhere to escape. Now the story shifts to a peaceful home. It is morning. Two little girls, Rachel and Connie, run into their parents' room and wake them up. Their father, Jerry, is a former UN investigator. Their mother, Corinne, is with him. We see a happy family. The house feels cheerful. At the same time, the TV shows police rushing through the streets. But Jerry and Karen ignore it. A little later, they leave to drop the girls at school. Now they get stuck in traffic. The radio plays news updates. The kids sing in the back seat. Jerry jokes with Karen and promises pancakes later. Suddenly, the radio mentions a dangerous disease spreading across countries. At that moment, a police car crashes into their mirror. Jerry gets out, confused. As Jerry turns back, a huge explosion happens nearby. Right then, a police officer runs toward him and tells him to get inside the car. But suddenly, a speeding truck crashes into the officer and kills him. Now everyone tries to drive away, but the road is blocked. Jerry thinks quickly and follows the out-of-control truck to move ahead. The truck driver fails to stop and crashes. Jerry keeps driving, searching for safety. The car crashes into an ambulance. Everything goes silent. A little later, Jerry and Karen regain consciousness. Now the world outside has changed. People are attacking each other like zombies. They bite anyone they see. Within minutes, the city turns into hell. Jerry quickly grabs his younger daughter. They notice an RV nearby with keys inside. At that moment, zombies rush toward them. Karen fights one off. Jerry starts the vehicle and escapes. Now they drive out of the city as fast as possible. Within minutes, the entire Pennsylvania falls into chaos. A little later, they reach a deserted area, but Rachel suddenly has an asthma attack. They stop immediately. Jerry checks on her and realizes they need an inhaler. He tries to start the van again, but it struggles. At that moment, Karen receives a call. It is Jerry's friend, Terry, calling from a helicopter. He tells Jerry to stay safe. A rescue helicopter will arrive in a few hours. Now Jerry decides not to wait. He must find medicine for Rachel. Soon, he finds a small supermarket. But inside, everything is chaotic. People are fighting over supplies. Since time is limited, Jerry splits the family. He takes Rachel to find the inhaler. Karen and Connie go for food. Suddenly, Connie screams. Jerry rushes and sees two men attacking Karen. One of them pulls out a gun. Without hesitation, Jerry shoots and stops him. A police officer sees this, but ignores it, and starts collecting supplies. Now Jerry and his family escape from the store. Outside, their vehicle is gone, so they run toward a tall building. Jerry calls Terry for rooftop rescue, but they are told to wait until morning. Meanwhile, the zombie attacks increase. They somehow enter the building. On the way, Jerry notices something strange. Zombies ignore one man, but attack others. The family runs upstairs. Suddenly, Connie goes missing. A little later, they find her near an apartment door. A family inside lets them in. They give them shelter and food. Their son, Tommy, helps them communicate. That night, they stay there. The next morning, Jerry says they must leave, but the family refuses out of fear. Now Jerry and his family head to the rooftop. At first, everything is fine. Then zombies attack in the staircase.
Come on, guys.
Everyone runs upward. Jerry stays behind to fight. During the fight, zombie blood enters his mouth. Now Jerry fears he is infected. He stands at the edge and counts 12 seconds. Nothing happens. He is still safe. Corinne uses flares to signal the helicopter. Soon it arrives. Karen and the children board first. Jerry stays behind to hold off zombies. With the soldier's help, he jumps and climbs into the helicopter. At the last second, now they are safe for now. The helicopter takes them to a military ship in the Atlantic Ocean. We see soldiers, officers, and families there. Jerry's family gets a cabin. Soon, Terry meets Jerry and reveals the truth. The government has collapsed. The virus has spread across the world. No one knows where it started. Scientists are trying to find answers. Humanity's hope rests on a young scientist, Andrew Fassbach. He believes a vaccine is possible. But first, they must find the origin. All clues point to South Korea. Now a mission is planned. At that moment, a senior officer approaches Jerry. They reveal his past as a top investigator. He is forced to join the mission. If he refuses, his family will be removed from the ship. Now, Jerry understands everything. He tells Karen the truth. She is shocked. But Jerry decides to go. He gives her a satellite phone and promises to return. Even he is unsure if he will survive. A little later, Jerry leaves with Andrew. In Soldiers, during the flight, Jerry teaches Andrew survival skills. Andrew stays confident. He believes every deadly thing has a weakness. Meanwhile, on the ship, people are being removed. Jerry's family is safe for now, but not forever. Finally, the team reaches South Korea. But it is night. There is no contact from below. The plane is forced to make an emergency landing. We see the team step outside, and immediately they come face to face with zombies. The soldiers open fire and kill them, but the gunshots attract more zombies. At that moment, Andrew panics. He accidentally shoots himself and dies. Now the remaining soldiers somehow manage to get Jerry to the base. Inside, the South Korean soldiers are angry. They explain one rule: stay silent. Zombies are attracted to sound. They also explain that zombies can only be killed by destroying the head or burning them. Jerry tells them this is not just their problem. The whole world is collapsing. Then he asks about the earlier message sent from this base. The commander shows him a burned room. This is where they first tried to control an infected man. Everything went wrong. One by one, soldiers were bitten. In the end, they had to kill everyone. The first zombie was a military doctor. He'd been bitten by a strange patient in a village, but no one knows where that infection came from. Now Jerry finds two important clues. The first, one soldier was completely ignored by zombies. The second, he meets a half-mad CIA agent. The man has removed his own teeth. He says this can stop infection and attacks. Then he reveals something shocking. Before the outbreak, Jerusalem had already built massive walls. This means they knew something in advance. Now Jerry decides to go there. A little later, the team quietly prepares to leave. They refuel the plane in silence. At that moment, Jerry's wife calls him. The sound alerts nearby zombies. They suddenly attack. Most of the team is killed somehow. Jerry and the pilot escape and take off. After a long journey, they reach Israel. Jerry meets a Mossad officer, Jurgen Wormbrunn. He asks about the wall. The officer explains it was built after warning signs from other countries. They could not confirm where the virus began, so they focused on protection. Now Jerry is taken inside the walls. People are living safely there, but many have lost their families. To lift their spirits, people start singing. Soon everyone joins in loudly. Jerry becomes worried. He tells them to stay quiet, but no one listens. At that moment, everything goes wrong. Thousands of zombies pile over each other and climb the wall. They enter the city. Within minutes, chaos spreads again. People run everywhere. The army tries to fight, but fails. Now the city turns into a living hell. Wormbrunn orders a soldier named Sagan to protect Jerry. They run toward the airport. Zombies are everywhere. More people get bitten. During the chaos, Jerry notices something. One man is ignored by zombies. Suddenly, Sagan gets bitten on her hand. Without hesitation, Jerry cuts off her hand to stop the infection. She survives. Now Jerry supports her and moves forward. At the airport, they find all helicopters destroyed. There is no escape. At that moment, they see a passenger plane preparing to leave. They signal it and manage to get on board. The plane takes off immediately. Now they are safe. For the moment, Jerry treats Sagan's injury. Looking around, he notices something important. Many people who were ignored by zombies were already sick. Now he understands. He contacts his wife and Terry. Then he tells the pilot to land at a research facility first. The plane changes course. For a moment, everything feels calm, but suddenly, a mistake happens. A crew member opens a cargo area. A zombie comes out. Chaos spreads inside the plane. People start getting infected. Passengers try to block the path, but a noise attracts more zombies. Now Jerry makes a bold decision. He throws a grenade toward the zombies. The explosion creates a hole in the plane. Air pressure pulls the zombies out. Jerry and Sagan survive because they are strapped in, but the engine gets damaged. The pilots lose control. Soon, the plane crashes in a forest. After the crash, only Jerry and Sagan survive. Sagan is safe, but Jerry is badly injured. A metal piece is stuck in his stomach. Luckily, the crash happens near a medical center in Cardiff. Sagan drags him there, but as they reach, Jerry loses consciousness. Meanwhile, on the ship, contact is lost. Everyone assumes Jerry is dead. Only Terry believes he might be alive. But the system does not care. Jerry's family is removed from the ship. They are sent to a refugee camp now at the medical center. Jerry survives surgery, but the doctors do not trust him. Jerry only cares about his family. He asks for contact again and again. Finally, he learns the truth. His family has been sent away. Hearing this, he becomes furious. But the director calms him. He says, "Everyone has lost something." Now Jerry explains his idea. He believes zombies ignore people who are already sick. If they can use this, it may lead to a solution. At first, the scientists doubt him, but then they start considering it seriously. Now they decide to test the theory. The required viruses are stored in another section, but that area is filled with zombies. Still, Jerry, Segan, and a doctor prepare to go. They move carefully, trying to stay silent. Inside, zombies are everywhere. Even a small sound wakes them. Soon, they start chasing. The team splits up. Jerry moves ahead, while the others fall back. Now Jerry is alone. He reaches the lab, but needs a password. The scientists guide him from outside. Inside, he finds many dangerous virus samples. He must choose the right one. At that moment, a zombie appears outside. There is no escape. Now Jerry makes a risky choice. He selects one virus, then he signals the scientists to tell his family. He loves them. He injects himself. Now he waits. After a few moments, he opens the door. A zombie comes close, but does not attack. It works. Now Jerry creates noise and walks through the zombies. They completely ignore him. His plan succeeds. Using this idea, scientists develop a vaccine. People become safe from zombie attacks. Soon, the vaccine is produced worldwide. In the end, Jerry reunites with his family. And this is where the story comes to an end.